In this video, I'm going to give you the 4 reasons why you may not be seeing the results you want to see in your credit restoration process. Let's begin. So reason number 1 may be that you're only disputing with Experian, Transunion, and Equifax. Now, while most of us know the big 3 when it comes to our credit reports, did you know that there are hundreds of other credit reporting agencies out there that may also be contributing to the negative items you have on your credit report? Well, the truth is that most consumers don't know. However, if you do know about them, then you can now add these companies to your credit restoration process to now increase your chances of getting negative items removed. So for example, let's say that you have a medical collection on your credit report, right? Now you're gonna send your dispute letters to the main credit reporting agencies on a monthly basis, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, and that's great. But what you also want to do on top of that is send those very same dispute letters to a company that's called MIB Incorporated. So MIB is a credit reporting agency that collects and furnishes information connected to medical accounts that may be on your credit report. So what that means is there may be a chance that they're contributing to this medical collection that you have on your credit, and we want to challenge them as well to increase our chances of getting that medical collection removed. Now, MIB is actually just one of several credit reporting agencies that are out there that may be contributing to specific accounts that you have on your report, whether it's collections, charge-offs, evictions, bankruptcies, the list goes on, right? You can find out about these other agencies, however, by going to a website called consumerfinance.gov. That's consumerfinance.gov, and you're going to be able to access a PDF that's going to give you an entire list of all the different secondary credit reporting agencies that you can leverage in your dispute process. But to save you the time, I'm going to leave you a link to the exact page that you need to go to in the description below so that you can find these companies and get to work. Also, side note, if you're looking to get your credit restored so that you can do things like access business funding, then you need to head over to my company's website at takeoffinancial.com to schedule a free consultation with me and my team so we can help you get negative items removed from your credit report and help you get one step closer to accessing business funding. But back to the video. Now, the second reason why you may not be getting results when it comes to your credit restoration process may have to do with the 1-10-20 method. Let me explain. So another thing that kills people whenever it comes to the credit restoration process is having excess personal information on their credit report. Now, if you take some time to review your credit report, you should only have one name, one address, and one employer showing on there. However, for the average consumer, you probably have anywhere between 2 to 3 addresses, 2 to 3 misspellings of your name, and probably 2 to 3 old employers that you don't even work for anymore. Now, the reason why this can be a problem when it comes to you disputing these negative items on your credit report is because a lot of time that excess personal information that's on there can be connected to the very same negative accounts that you're looking to get removed. And as a result, these creditors are leveraging that excess information to validate why this item should stay on your credit report. So with that information in mind, the next question we have to ask ourselves is, okay, cool, how do we combat this? Well, we're going to use the 1-10-20 method. So with the 1-10-20 method, what we're doing is we're going to send a letter to the credit reporting agencies that highlights this excess personal information that we've been able to identify that's on our credit report that isn't prevalent to where we are now, and we want to go ahead and get that removed before we start the credit restoration process. Now, caveat, I know a lot of you guys are watching this video as you're in the middle of your credit restoration process, so as I'm saying this, do not bang your head because you're still going to be able to use this method at any stage of the restoration process. But if you haven't started, I would highly advise you use this first to increase your chances of getting results. Now, when it comes to the 1-10-20 method, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to send out a letter to remove that excess personal information to the credit reporting agencies. After that first letter goes out, we're going to send the second letter out 10 days after we've sent out our first one. The very same letter we sent out the first time, we're going to send the second go around 10 days after. Then after our second letter has gone out, we're going to send a third and final personal information cleanup letter 20 days after our second letter went out. But for the third letter that we're sending out 20 days after the second letter went out, we're going to be sending that letter out along with the actual credit restoration disputes that is going to challenge the negative accounts on our credit report. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to help us get that excess personal information removed from our credit report before we start the dispute process to increase our chances of getting results that we're looking for. Now, the third reason why you may not be seeing the results you want to see when it comes to your credit restoration process is because your dispute strategy or dispute plan simply consists of you just sending out letters, and that's pretty much it. Now, what I mean by this is one of the best ways I've been able to see credit repair results improve is not only just by sending out letters directly to the credit reporting agencies, but by also taking those very same letters that I'm sending out and filing them as complaints to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Now, normally what happens is when people file CFPB complaints, they do it later on in their dispute process as a last resort. But for me personally, I'm actually a proponent of sending out the complaints with every every round of disputes that I send out, because from my experience, I've come to see that that's what garners the best results for my clients. Now, if you're not familiar with how to file a CFPB complaint, what I'll do to assist you is I'll leave a link to a video in the description below that's going to walk you through step by step how I do this process so that you could do the very same. But all in all, when it comes to reason number 3, make sure you're not just sending out dispute letters. You want to also explore other dispute strategies that can complement the dispute letters you're sending out, and filing CFPB complaints is one of the absolutely positively best ways for you to do just that. And the 4th reason why you may not be seeing the results you want to see when it comes to the credit restoration process is because you're still using old school dispute methods that just don't work anymore. Now, once upon a time, the go-to letter in the credit restoration space was a letter that was called the 609 letter. And any and everyone that you searched high and low that created content around cleaning credit swore by using this letter to get results, including myself. However, what I, along with other friends of mine in the space, have come to see when it comes to leveraging the 609 letter in the year of 2024 moving forward is that this letter no longer bears fruit the way that it used to when it came to getting results with credit repair. Now, with that being said, if you truly want to maximize the kind of results that you're getting with your dispute process, the absolute best way to do so is by leveraging consumer law. Now, with consumer law, you're actually using laws from the Fair Credit Reporting Act and the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act to challenge those negative items that are on your credit report to get them removed. Now, when it comes to consumer law, the 3 best strategies that you can use are: number 1, using laws 15 USC 1681 EB and 15 USC 1681 I5. These 2 laws are what I will call a 1-2 punch that you can leverage that are going to challenge the accuracy of negative items you have on your credit report to go ahead and get them removed. The second strategy is going to be 15 USC 1681 I7, which is actually going to require the credit reporting agencies to provide proof of any investigation that they claim to have conducted to verify those negative accounts on your credit report as accurate. This is a great strategy to use because a lot of us are tired of getting those stall letters from Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax saying that they did an investigation and the accounts are accurate, but not providing us proof of doing so. Well, this strategy is going to help us to get them to do just that. And the third strategy is going to be 15 USC 1681 I5 BII section III, which is a law that you can use if you've disputed to have a negative item removed and got it off, but the credit reporting agencies put it right back on your credit report. Also, folks, please remember that this is not an overnight process. And the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of times I'll do videos just like this and people will come in the comment sections and say like, hey, Marv, I did everything you didn't said in the video. None of it worked, right? And then I'll ask them like, okay, well, cool. How long have you been disputing for? And I'll get an answer like 1 or 2 or 2 to 3 months. And I'm just sitting there like, bro, come on. Right? You have to remember that this process takes time, but as long as you apply these steps, not on a day-to-day basis, but on a month-to-month basis, you should be fine. And eventually you will see results. But that's all for this video. Make sure you head over to my company's website at takeoffinancial.com if you want to speak with me and my team on how we can help get your credit restored so that you don't have to. But until next time, peace, family.